Yeah, the funny thing is, when I came here the first time in my original playthrough, there wasn't that many people here. I call upon the power of a primal for the greater good. Conscious of all that, the while that I do at great cost to the land. I reason that it is a necessary evil and willingly shoulder the burden of my sin. And suggesting that such crimes can be justified, you may argue that I presume too much. But you must certainly see that I am aware of the magnitude of my transgression. Not so the Nath. They summoned their deity for no greater purpose than to expand their domain. So the signs of the seventh dawn once sworn to eliminate the primal threat, the four great distinctions you draw seems questionable at best. But the fact remains that my own grandfather was unleashing the power of the 12 in an attempt to prevent the calamity. Thus, while I may not condone your action, I am at least understand them. Not so the Nath. As you so rightly put it, they truly seek naught but territorial gain. I can only conclude that they are ignorant of the ruinous consequences of their god's insatiable appetite. The longer this primal is suffered to exist, the greater their suffering will it cause. It must be destroyed. How lightly you propose the destruction of this god, Master Alphino, a being of whom we know not. Has it occurred to you that you may be sending the warrior of light to his death? Has it ever come to you that Edgar don't care? Edgar get paid. Edgar kill a primal. Edgar kill primal. Always. No, you have the right of it, Estinian. To seem it is I, who am guilty of presuming too much. Pray forgive me, Edgar. Edgar no need face this fellow alone. Like him, I am blessed with the Echo's protection, and may do battle without fear of primal influence. Let me bear this burden. Woman! This is Edgar's battle, and we don't need your top triangle and and little bit lower triangle to help with us. So I don't know how you can wear that in the cold. You're not wearing pants, and you got 2 holes in your shirt. Then again, I guess you are Iceheart, and you looks like you're already suffering from some degree of frostbite when it comes to your lips. Do you imagine yourself a second warrior of light? Remind me, how many primals have you faced, my lady? Not that it matters, we know not where the god resides, or how to challenge it unless you mean to pray until it appears. Simple, we storm the stronghold. Murder a lot of them. It'll come out eventually. Stinian makes a valid point. Let us speak with the Vath and learn how best to secure an audience with the deity. In this, at least, I may be of assistance. The young lord certainly appears eager to prove his worth. Oh. Hello! We are Vath. We are the non-mind. We do not hear the one's fault. We cannot protect their will. I wasn't asking that. I was just saying hello. Put this idea from your minds. Generous hunters, if you meet with a god, then he will have your souls. Surely you are not so generous as that. My soul will probably just eat him. I don't know about Edgar's, though. If you wish to meet our god, offer yourselves as sacrifices, and you will soon be brought before him. He would mourn the loss of such generous hunters, though. However. Oh, you are the generous hunter. Yes, many gifts you have brought, but not enough for all Vath to enjoy. Maybe you could bring us just one more. We are very fond of Naka flesh. Yes, the meat of a young Naka would make a fine paste. Oh, time to go murder the child. Oh, there is one thing that I forgot to mention that I won't be doing. It is a kind of like a dungeon. I don't know how you best describe it, but it is called the Palace of the Dead. And I will not be doing that, because I haven't even finished it in my main playthrough. Because it is, well, a pain, put it lightly. Because they recently released a, another thing like it that you could go to after you done the Palace of the Dead. It's, was that lady which I said had a quest before, but I guess they took it out. Apparently, I guess they changed how her questing was. They just changed it to, oh, you go to this other dungeon now. And it's, I don't even know how to even do it. I'll probably figure it out one of these days. But I don't know. But yeah, I won't be doing that one just because of how difficult it is. We've asked to enjoy our Naga flesh. Have you been out hunting yet? Here's the flesh of a small child. Another gift for the Vath. So unexpected. Yes, you will have more of the words you strange hunters hunger for. Listen now. The senses of the one mind are enmeshed by the overmind. Which one sees, all sees. What one feels, all feels. Alert a single Nath, and the whole hive is alerted. To reach our god undetected is all but impossible. Thus you say we must kill all the Nath. We must kill the Nath to venture unseen. I didn't want to talk to you. The Vath want to allude to certain concepts without explanation. But I believe I am bidding the grasp a few of the fundamentals. From what I understand, the king-like Overmind sits at the center of the Nath society, and his presence somehow allows its subjects to communicate without need of word or gesture. These Nath, the ones who inhabit the larger hive, are known as the One Mind, and was by their combined will that the primal was summoned. Those who reside in their smaller hive, however, are the Vath, or the Non-Mind, who, for reasons that yet escape me, seem to have been excluded from the telepathic bond which connects the Nath counterparts. Thus are the Vath ignorant of the One Mind's thoughts and intentions. And the nature of their own god, in summary, we have wasted our time. Not so. Perilous though it may be, the Vath did furnish us with some certain methods of approaching the primal as sacrifices. Should we allow ourselves to be captured in the environs of the colony, the Nath will bring us before the deity to make an offering of our souls. Nya, 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 nya. Forgive me, but let us be clear about it. It is what you propose. You mean to say that you would deliberately provoke the Nath, surrender yourself into what they might generally be termed their custody, and then wait until their god arrives to claim your soul? I mean, we did that with Ifrit, but that was more about an accident. But you got the job done anyway. That faintly will describe my plan. You will join me in this endeavor, will you not, Edgar? Judging by the great risks you took to prevent the summoning of Saint Shiva, you are not a man to err on the side of caution. Whether that I could fight at your side, warrior lad, but the power of the dragon is no protection against primal influence. Forgive me, but I must remain here with Master Elf now. This is settled. Edgar, you and I shall challenge the guards at the entrance to the colony. Once the hive is roused, we shall feign a brief show of resistance, and then allow them to take us prisoner. Well, onwards unto dawn! Well, I guess onwards onto dusk. Go away, Belia! I don't want to fight. Well, I don't want to fight you. Edgar don't got the time. He ain't getting paid to fight you. Oh. The hunter becomes the quay. I see the quay. I must go to the quay. Quay. But yeah, the reason why I mentioned the Palace of the Dead is because there is going to be a blue quest later on in the series, which I won't be able to pick up because I didn't do the Palace of the Dead. And like I said, I don't really care for the Palace of the Dead myself. It's interesting, but man, is it difficult. Oh! Oh, since we got to reverse. Reverse. Ah! Not what I wanted! Damn. Who is my worst card? Do. Oh, you fucker. Why you do this to me? Yeah! Fuck. Yeah, let's do that. And then do as before, put the worst card. And then I lose. Okay then. There you go. Yay! One of my men was attacked by a chocobo. You might think that a common story, but with all the hunting we do, but I'm told this was an unnaturally big. Because in the end, size doesn't matter. We can't be having our quarry stalking us. That way, I'm planning to capture the beast before it harms any more of my men. I already know you are a reliable hunter of the birds. That's why I need you help in tracking it down. Think you can lend old Machamp a hand one more time? If the prospect piques your interest, it'd be best to start off by asking the leaders of my camp what they know of the monster. Come back and share your findings with me when you are done. Looks like somebody did it extreme. I wonder how long they had to sit in a queue. Pandora, why are you just looking at a wall? My cat's just like nose to a wall, just staring at it. She's just, you know, she's just looking around because I pointed it out that she's doing it. From the way I heard, one of the hunters was attacked unprovoked and got knocked unconscious by a single kick. Never heard of a chocobo doing that. Chocobo just came out of nowhere and kicked his ass. Just whoop it real life fast. I've never seen your chocobo just beat the shit out of somebody unprovoked. Really? You haven't, apparently I'm the only one that, Edgar's the only one around here that has been being attacked by birds. Unprovoked. Yeah. No. Boy, now get around. Is this the one that goes ass up? See the kids up? Blast the chocobo, pulled the door right off its hinges. Most like it was trying to rescue the bird inside. Hello! I bit the chocobo. No, that actually reminds me. Companions this way. Yes. Sadly, Foos will only ever get up to level 10. Because if Foos, my, crew, the chocobo I use on my own file, well, my own character, his one's, let's see, I think almost level 15. But to get past level 10, you need to have, I think, Thaffrin, onions, and you need to have a stable. To get a stable, you need to have a house. Bird ain't scared of us hunters, I can tell you that much. Try one of us comes away from an encounter with it unscathed. So you're telling me we got to hug the bird? Huh. I never noticed that you can actually just find hunters out in the trees. I've probably seen him before, but I just forgot he existed. Seems the Chocobo's been stirring up trouble around the forest while you were gathering information. I went out and checked the traps that set up around Tailfeather. Ain't nothing left of them but scattered screws and broken wood. Can't say we ever dealt with a problem like this one. Might be that this Chocobo's taking some kind of revenge on us hunters, and these acts are the means of provoking us. By all accounts, this Chocobo is stronger and more clever than the rest. I expect capturing it won't be a simple feat. Well, here's the thing. The rest of your quest ain't on level. Well, ain't on level with Edgar. And it ain't blue. If it ain't blue and it ain't on level, Edgar ain't gonna do it. I'm just gonna turn off the timer now. And we're just gonna keep going until I get to a part where I don't want to go no more. Which is going to be if I have to come up against a queue, because most likely this is going to be a trial. Like I said, I haven't done this in months. I haven't done this in 5 months, so my memory is a bit bad when it comes to some of this. And I've done almost every quest in the game. The only ones which I haven't done are quests that give you no help, because I am an idiot and I need the help. And then there is like I said, I haven't done the Palace of the Dead and all those quests that connect to that, and then certain areas that are like the Palace of the Dead, where it's its own separate thing. I haven't done any of those either. So I think I'm missing like 3 or 4 raids in total because of that in my main game. My cat's just determined to get in the way. Pandora just really wants to get in the way right now. Hello. And I can't put her outside because if I put her outside my room, or she'll start screaming. She has to be with her daddy at all times. And if she's not, she'll just sit there and scream or start crying. Every time I leave the house, she falls over and cries. She used to go up to the door and just fall over and cry. And she's just gotten to the point where she just kind of falls over and cries up here whenever I'm not home. Our mind must be aware of our intrusion. Let us press on into the hive and ensure that we have our host's undivided attention. Why does it feel like I'm doing less damage? Okay. Oh, there's considerably more dead ones here. Pandora tried to jump up and bite my arm. Instead, she headbutted the arm of my chair and then also bit me. Let's just get the whole family in this. I'm not dealing with you guys anymore. I'm just gonna go forward. Catch me if you can. Cause Edgar's faced. No, not the destination. The enemy. That should be sufficient. If we did not have our host's full attention before, we must surely have it now. Our audience with the primal must be granted soon after our capture. Pray advise me once you've steeled your mind for the battle to come. Are you prepared then? Oh, I guess this is gonna be voice acted so I can lay back and relax for a bit. Oh, not voice acted. Hold on, Edgar. When the next Nath comes, we offer no resistance. Surrender to the rulers. There is no mistake. No mistake. No escape. Enough, we surrender, we throw ourselves upon your mercy of your God. They seem eager to proceed. Good. When they take us before their lord, pray leave the matters to me. If what I know of summoning rituals holds true, I shall be well placed to act. Mark the sound of the river rushing through the ravine behind us. Passing loud, is it not? I imagine the noise would serve to mask our escape. Would we need to withdraw temporarily? But you are prepared, are you not? I do hope so. If I were to be dragged away for sacrifice while you were haggling over the prices of potions, I should not be amused. Oh! Beggar don't use potions for the most part anymore.
Now we have but to wait.
O Lord Ravana, master of the sacred blades, wrath of the colony, conqueror of the world, hear our prayer. Pray grant unto your devoted children the gift of your divine presence.
He comes.
All strength to the colony. Speak and I shall listen.
Oh, glorious General, we have captured intruders and would make unto you an offering of their life's blood.
These feeble fleshlings dared to invade Natlands.
Hear me, Lord Ravana. My companion and I did not come to contest your children's territory. We wished only to learn the reason you wage war against the dragons.
Thou wouldst flirt with death merely to satisfy thy curiosity. Wherefore should the glorious conquests of the Nath concern thee so, Elezen? Mayhap thine own kind struggle against the worms fareth poorly, and thou art desirous of a pact.
We crave no alliance, Lord Ravana. Only peace. We would bring an end to our war with the dragons. Yet so long as they remain embroiled in this conflict with your children, our goal shall remain out of reach. Never before have the Nath risen up in such numbers, and never yet with you at their head. Why do you lead them to war?
Thy question hath no meaning. To live is but to fight. Long have my children waited, gathering their strength in the shadow of thy ceaseless conflict. The Nath would see the Dravanians slain, and their territory secured. And by such fervent prayers am I now given form and purpose.
As I feared, your very existence is an obstacle to our goal. Since you are so fond of fighting, we challenge you, Lord of the Nath. And should we emerge the victors, I would have you swear to withdraw your soldiers from Dravanian soil.
Thou art bold indeed to risk thy fleshy hide so readily. Very well. I, Ravana, fourfold Master of the Blade, do accept thy challenge. But should I emerge the victor, I would have thee swear to serve in mine army till thy last breath is spent. Do you accept?
I do. And I believe the first bout is mine.
What is this? A god clad in flesh?
Is aught amiss, my lord? Thou wilt not break thy word, I trust.
Mine oath is unbending as steel, little goddess. Thy ruse will but add to mine enjoyment.
Myself stronger. Mayhap with more crystals?
Be thou god or maid, thou art nothing to me. And what of thee, mortal? Art thou warrior or craven? Warrior, then! Good! Mayhap thou will provide more sport than thy feeble companion.
Why is it hard and not normal? But yeah, Ravania is one of my favorite primals. I have a favorite primal for each of them, even a Realm Reborn. A Realm Reborn's my favorite in that is Odin. My favorite in this one is what you just saw, Ravania, the Lord of Blades. I do wish the summoner, when you play, you would be able to change them. Like, instead of summoning Ifrit, you could summon Ravania instead. But maybe that's a thing they could do maybe in the future. But probably won't. And it would just only be like a visual thing, not a gameplay thing. Because I do believe they both have fire for their primary element. It's rather his is fire or it's earth and fire. I always forget. But yeah, he is my favorite for Heavensward. I don't even think we'll see my favorite for one of the expansions. Just because how hard it is to get access to him. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. In the next, we'll be fighting Ravania, the Lord of Blades. And I don't even think I'm even saying his name correctly. Which I don't really care if I am or not. Till then.